The Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack was announced, and I feel scammed. First off, let's talk about the original Nintendo Online and what you get with that. I mean, you get access to online play with friends and just random people online, which honestly sucks. It's not good. Their servers are really, really bad. And you also get access to like a few NES games and SNES games, which is cool, but you don't actually own them, or it's just kind of free access. And once again, if you want to play with friends on some of the games, the servers suck. So overall, it's not a really good system, but in the past Nintendo consoles, all of the online stuff was free, but whatever, I guess they want more money. But with this new expansion pack, you can play Nintendo 64 games like Mario 64 and as well as Ocarina of Time. Hey, and you can even play some Sega Genesis games like Sonic and the other Sonic game. Also, apparently they're adding the Animal Crossing DLC, which you can buy separately anyways. And they're gonna be adding more games to the emulator stuff later. And I'm assuming some little DLC bonuses if you have it, like the Animal Crossing one. Now, this is the biggest gripe here, is that the other stuff is fine, but Nintendo Switch Online normally costs $20 a year, which pretty decent compared to the other ones, quite cheaper. And as well as it is $35 a year for the family plan, which I personally have to get a few of the homeboys onto the plan so they don't have to pay because I'm a nice guy. Now, the expansion pack is $50 a year individually, while the family plan is $80 a year. Now that's a whole $20 and $45 more just to get emulators and a few DLCs you don't have to pay extra for. Now, like I said, the membership is cheaper than others, like $60 for Xbox and PlayStation. But let's be honest here, like I said, the online kinda sucks. And I do not think that this expansion gives you better servers than the others. I'm pretty sure you're stuck with the same bad servers. But the NES and SNES content that's already on the original Nintendo Switch Online is very limited, and I know they're adding more, but it still is just not enough. So I'm wondering why they didn't decide to add the Nintendo 64 and Genesis, especially the Sega Genesis content. Why didn't they add that to the original? Nintendo 64, okay, cool, they're 3D games, but the Sega Genesis is 2D, and they're not even that good. I'm not sure why they didn't put it on the last one and just get more people to buy a membership, because I promise you, there are tons of people who don't have a Nintendo Switch Online membership because they don't feel like they need to play online. I mean, half of the games on the Switch is offline. But it just seems like Nintendo wants just more money out of the players. This is where it becomes funny. The content they're adding, the Nintendo 64 and especially the Sega Genesis content, and hell, even the NES and SNES content, you can just play it on the E word, which emulators, Nintendo doesn't really like that word. To be fair, emulators are so easy to download, and even having a bad PC, you can still handle Nintendo 64 games. It's really not that hard. This actually brings me to question, what is the point of Super Mario 3D All-Stars? What was the point of this game? As you can see, I have clearly played it very much, and I have very much opened it. It's definitely not in the wrapping still. But still, what was the point of releasing this if you're gonna put one third of the game free for online? Well, not free, but you know what I mean. If you have the expanded membership, it's free. Okay, well, I take that back. It's not free, because that's literally the only thing you kind of get with this membership. That means if they start adding, like, GameCube games, which they probably will in the future, probably with an expansion pack, that means they're probably gonna add Sunshine. So, what is the point of buying this? I mean, at this point, I just kind of have it as a souvenir. I mean, they said that they're not gonna release it anymore, which I think the date's over, but you can still buy it. It's really weird. Maybe they scammed me with this. They probably did. I mean, all this is a port. They're literally ports. They're exactly like the ones on the actual Nintendo Switch Online, but I guess I own it, but overall, you're technically renting these games for a 150% increase, which I guess by the All-Stars, you actually own it, but still, I could have just loaded up my emulator, which I could have done anyways, but come on, it's Super Mario 64 Sunshine and Galaxy, I can't pass that up. Honestly, just give us the Nintendo eShop back like it was on the Wii. That was just the best way. Pay $2 to $3, and then you could go play Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64 as much as you want. I just feel like they should add all of those expanded features like Nintendo 64 and the Genesis, especially the Genesis, to the original online so that more people will actually buy it and stay subscribed. They actually have a reason to. You know what would be even better? How about you just have that every single DLC, including the fighter packs from Smash Bros, or every upcoming DLC that's not like little cosmetics but like big DLC, make that part of this expansion pack. So if you play a lot of Nintendo games, if you haven't expanded online, you can go ahead and play all of them with the DLC without paying extra. I feel like that would be the smarter one. So I'm not mad about the Animal Crossing, because you can buy that one separately. You don't have to have the online expansion pass in order to get it. But honestly, this is just giving Nintendo a worse reputation. I mean, look at the trailer dislikes, like, my god. Those are just my thoughts, don't mind me. I mean, you have your own opinions. I mean, I think people agree with me, but instead, I'm gonna play the superior Mario game that does not need an online membership.